Good morning, and welcome to World in 5, your trusted source for comprehensive coverage of today's most pressing events, delivered with accuracy, integrity, and insight.
In a peculiar political turn, hostilities between Israel and Hezbollah surged this week despite a lull in missile exchanges. The recent intense firefights were replaced during the Muslim holiday of Eid al-Adha with a heated exchange of threats, emphasizing the persistent drumbeat of deterrence that could lead to war. We have Shelby reporting on this.
On Wednesday, Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah threatened to invade northern Israel if a full-scale war broke out. He also claimed that Hezbollah had acquired new weapons that would soon be showcased on the battlefield. Despite these threats, Nasrallah emphasized that the group did not desire a full-scale war with Israel and saw its actions as support for its ally, Hamas, in Gaza. On Tuesday, Hezbollah released drone footage of Haifa, a northern Israeli city, highlighting key military and civilian sites. This was widely interpreted as a veiled threat, suggesting that an attack on Haifa could trigger an all-out war. Nasrallah described this as part of Hezbollah's psychological warfare against Israel. Following the video's release, Israel's Foreign Minister, Israel Katz, declared that the country was very close to the moment of a decision to change the rules against Hezbollah and Lebanon. He warned that in an all-out war, Hezbollah will be destroyed and Lebanon will be severely hit. The Israeli military confirmed that plans for an offensive in Lebanon had been approved and validated. Despite the heightened tensions, there is a common belief that neither Israel nor Hezbollah desires a war at this moment. A conflict between these well-armed foes would bring devastation to millions on both sides of the border and risk involving Hezbollah's patron, Iran, and the U.S., Israel's key ally. However, the line between deterrence and the desire for war is becoming increasingly blurred. Back to you, John.
Thanks for that update.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has arrived in Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam, marking the second stop of his East Asian tour. This visit follows his lavish trip to North Korea and is seen as a demonstration of the diplomatic support Russia still maintains in the region. The United States has criticized the visit, accusing it of providing a platform for President Putin to promote his aggressive war in Ukraine. We have Antony reporting on this.
Despite its efforts to strengthen relationships with Europe and the U.S., Vietnam continues to value its historic ties with Russia. In Hanoi's political quarter, Ba Dinh, a 5-meter-high statue of Lenin stands as a testament to these ties. Each year on Lenin's birthday, senior Vietnamese officials lay flowers and bow their heads in a solemn tribute to the statue, a gift from Russia when it was the Soviet Union. Vietnam's relationship with Russia dates back to the 1950s when the Soviet Union provided crucial military, economic, and diplomatic support to the newly established communist state in North Vietnam. Vietnam describes their relationship as filled with loyalty and gratitude. Following Vietnam's invasion of Cambodia in 1978 to overthrow the Khmer Rouge regime, the country faced isolation and sanctions from China and the West, relying heavily on Soviet assistance. Many older Vietnamese, including the influential Communist Party Secretary General Nguyen Phu Trong, studied in Russia and learned the language. Back to you, Bella.
Thanks for that update.
The warm embrace on the tarmac at 3:00 a.m., the honor guard of mounted soldiers, and the prominent portraits of Kim Jong-un and Vladimir Putin displayed side by side in the heart of Pyongyang. All were orchestrated to unsettle the West. We have Jensen reporting on this.
This was Mr. Putin's first visit to Pyongyang since 2000, offering Russia and North Korea a stage to showcase their camaraderie. They did so enthusiastically, with Mr. Kim expressing his full support for Russia's invasion of Ukraine. These declarations and the carefully choreographed meeting will undoubtedly alarm Seoul, Tokyo, Washington, and Brussels. Yet, the reality is that both leaders recognize their mutual need. Mr. Putin urgently needs ammunition to sustain the war, and North Korea requires financial support. However, the true regional power did not reside in Pyongyang, nor did it desire to. Mr. Putin and Mr. Kim's display of unity took place on China's doorstep, and they likely took care not to provoke Beijing, a crucial source of trade and influence for both sanctioned regimes. Back to you, John.
Thanks for that update.
Mary Carter has endured the scorching summers of Phoenix for 40 years, but she found herself paralyzed by the heat when the air conditioning in her small trailer broke down. At 73, Ms. Carter spent a month last summer in her 7-foot-long trailer in Arizona, enduring temperatures of 115 degrees Fahrenheit, 46.1 degrees Celsius, or higher with no air circulation. Eventually, a county program providing financial aid for air conditioning units and repairs to eligible lower-income residents came to her rescue. We have Alana reporting on this.
Temperatures are forecasted to reach 114 degrees Fahrenheit, 45.5 degrees Celsius in Phoenix on Thursday. This daunting prediction has become the new normal, not just in the American West, but in communities across the U.S. and the globe. Scientists attribute the increasing frequency and intensity of extreme weather events to climate change. The air conditioning program is one of the measures cities across the U.S. are employing to combat extreme heat, as health experts warn that heat-related deaths are on the rise. Communities are being forced to take extra steps to help their most vulnerable populations, particularly the homeless, survive the escalating temperatures. Back to you, Bella.
Thanks for that update.
Thanks for tuning in to World in 5 for your daily dose of news and updates. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on breaking stories and insightful analysis.